Highway Patrol. This is the theme song.
Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action.
Actually, that shot is pretty
called
good.
The state police, state troopers,
They had to use an
militia,
airplane,
the
I guess.
rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose
There's that
training,
tree.
skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws.
So this, that says that the Highway Patrol of California helped make this production. They authenticate everything. This is how they really do things. The Highway Patrol of California.
Christmas time, the holiday season. A time of merry confusion and festive excitement.
That's the Santa
Long
Claus.
shopping lines and short temper.
That snowball
Stores are
got
crowded.
thrown at.
Offices
I know I
close
want to
early.
throw a snowball at him,
Highways
so
become
I'm pretty
congested
sure.
with drivers on shopping sprees and families traveling to be with friends and relatives. This Christmas, like any Christmas, the Highway Patrol went to extra lengths to curb traffic accidents and prevent holiday
Look at that.
tragedy.
This is Christmas time in
But
California. No
unfortunately,
snow.
all tragedies cannot be prevented with traffic controls.
Okay.
Laura? I'm home. Laura? Julie? Where is everyone?
Oh, it's a murder case. They were all murdered. An awful idea for a Christmas episode. Have a mother and child murdered. Oh, it's Ransom.
Ted, dear, I've tried, I really have, but it just won't work. Julie and I have gone to my sister's in Silver Shores. Please, Ted, don't ask us to come back. Not yet anyway. Not till you and I are able to talk sense to each other and mean what we say. I'm sorry, Laura.
Ted, don't ask for me to come back, even though you can't really because it's a letter. So she's leaving them. She's left them. She's left them on Christmas Eve.
Mommy, how will Santa be able to find us if we're not home?
We'll put Aunt Sue's address on the letter, Julie.
And
Will he bring me a
look
real
at the safety
live
laws
dog?
of California. The kids in the
Be sure
front
to tell him
seat,
about it in
no
your letter.
seatbelt.
I know all about that, Sue, but when did Laura talk to you? Well, then she couldn't have left here very long ago. She didn't expect to drive all night with Julie in the car, did she? Oh, I see. Well, she didn't say which motel she was stopping at, did she?
Oh, so she's leaving. She's left the house. She's going to her sister's house,
I
but she's
wish
going to stop at
Daddy
a
was
hotel.
with us. He said he'd take me to see Santa.
I know, dear, but Daddy's been so busy.
Daddy's always busy. Do you still love Daddy?
Yes, of course I do, honey. But, well, Daddy's so busy, he works so hard, he's away so much. He doesn't know how much we miss him.
I miss him right now. I don't think I'll like it at Aunt Sue's.
Maybe he'll miss us this time, huh?
No, I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
Hey, look at the size of that phone.
Now, don't tell her anything. Just forget I even called.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, thanks, Sue. Right.
Thanks for
Goodbye.
not. Okay. This is it. Goes back to our murder case. I'm going to kill them both. How dare you leave me on Christmas? I wonder how many conversations they had before, like, she left. Like, I wonder if she, like, I hope she just didn't keep that in and just leave on Christmas Eve. But then again, you know, Ted got to be there. You got to open up your ears. It's not always about work. Oh, here's this guy. Look. All right, take note. We are in the movie. We just started. He's setting up that tree.
Evening, ladies.
Good evening, I see
Okay,
you
here
have
you
a
go.
vacancy.
Yes, just the two of you?
Yes,
Suppose Daddy meets us here, Mommy.
he won't be meeting us, Julie. Just the two of us. Twin beds if possible.
Well, yes, you just drive over to Cottage 8. Most places call them cabins, but we call them cottages. Sounds more dignified and respectable. It's my wife's idea. She's all just full of dignified and respectable ideas. It's good for business, too.
Thank you.
I hate that guy. I hate that guy so much. It's not dignified. Just give me a room. And by the way, she drove about 7 miles and she checked into the first hotel. It's still sunlight. It's December and there's still sunlight.
Mommy, If we can go see Santa, we'd be sure he'd get my list.
We'll mail it first thing in the morning, special delivery. He'll be sure to get it in time for Christmas, okay? Now you stop your fretting and go to sleep.
It isn't even dark out.
Well, it will be dark the minute you shut your eyes.
Wow. That's what Jim Jones said to the kids
Go
when
right
they
to
drank
sleep
the
so we can
punch.
get an early start in the morning, Because we've got a long drive ahead of us. Good night.
You know,
dear.
the drive wouldn't have been as long as she would have drove an extra hour or two. I mean, seriously. So silly. All right, what time is that? I think that says 5:20. Oh. There he is.
Missing juvenile report on line 1, Dan.
Okay, thanks. Matthews, go ahead.
This guy takes no shit.
So a kid is lost. What about this? Christmas time, they get lost all the time in department stores. What's this? When? What time?
Oh.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll switch you to communications. You give them a description. We'll send out an APB. Now tell the mother to stay exactly where she is. Yeah, we'll be there as soon as we can.
Yeah, let's not dismiss how this. Yeah, a kid was missing. Before that conversation, he's like, oh, a kid's missing? Who gives a shit? It's Christmas Eve. Who cares? And then all of a sudden. Also, he cares about that wreath. Yeah, that car, that's a nice looking car. Dignified. Respectable. There he is, still at that tree.
Looking for Mrs. Spade?
That's right. Where is she?
Right over there in Cottage 8.
You run this place?
You bet. 14 years in this one spot. Clean, respectable, and dignified. Never a speck of trouble here until now.
Uh-oh.
It's a terrible thing. Bad for business, too.
Stick around. We might want to talk
Bad
to you
for
later.
business. It's, a kid's missing, asshole. Oh, we don't know that yet. Spoilers. By the way, I watch this all the time. I love this show. This one episode, not the show. Just this one episode. I just love it.
Mrs. Spade?
Yes.
This is Sergeant Corey. I'm Dan Matthews, Highway Patrol.
Come in, please come in. Is there any news about Julie?
No, just a report you sent in. We want some more details. When did you find she was missing?
Know what's weird
This
about
morning
1950s
6 o'clock
clothes?
When the alarm went off. She was sleeping right here in this bed last
I don't know
night,
if
and
she's
when I woke
wearing
up
a
this morning,
dress
she was
or a
gone.
nightrobe.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all.
Yeah, I can see her clothes are still here.
Yes, all but her coat and her slippers.
Oh, no.
She's just getting over a cold, too.
Mrs. Spade,
Yeah.
where were you headed?
Yeah.
On this trip, I mean.
Well, to
Yeah.
Silver Shores. My sister lives there. We were going there for Christmas.
And Mr. Spade,
Well, he's at home in town.
Oh.
for the holidays?
Well, he's been very busy. He's been terribly busy, and he hasn't been able to get away at all this year.
What sort of work does he do?
Well, he's an architect. A very good one. He's working on a large project for the city right now, and, well, he hasn't had much time for anything.
Oh.
How old is your daughter?
Just 6, 2 months ago.
And her father, he hasn't got time to be with her, not even for Christmas.
Well, Ted's worked a long time for this opportunity, and, well, I'm afraid Julie's used to not having Ted around.
Oh, he's like
I mean,
Dr.
used
Phil.
to it. You having trouble in the family, something that might make Julie want to run away from home?
Julie wouldn't run away, Mr. Matthews. I know she wouldn't. She just wouldn't run away.
Oh, my God.
Corey, call headquarters. Get a couple of lab men out here. Alert all the roadblocks. Get in touch with the sheriff's posse. We'll need him to help cover the countryside.
Okay, Dan.
Uh-oh.
She can't be too far away, can she, Mr. Matthews?
Well, there's a lot of open country around here, and we don't know what time she disappeared.
But she's so little. A 6-year-old can't cover much ground.
She might have had help.
In a matter of minutes, the area
Yo,
around the
by the way,
motel was
remember,
checked thoroughly
a half,
for
like
physical
2 minutes
evidence.
ago, we took that phone
While
call.
the holiday
So what, a
road
kid's
checks were
missing.
ordered
Now the
to
whole
examine all
state's shut
cars
down.
and hold any suspicious characters.
That's
the search
crazy.
party
That's
was
good.
organized. And with the aid of a sheriff's posse,
Here they
walkie-talkies,
go.
and
What's
jeeps,
that guy doing?
the open terrain was scoured for clues of the missing youngster.
Making a difference by
All
doing
persons
that.
in and around
Look, he's
the
still
motel
decorating
were
that tree.
questioned for leads. The manager came up with a big one. He had seen a car parked across the street from the motel for about an hour, between 3 and 4 a.m.
Dan. No. 3240.
What was he doing up between 3 and
Picked up the
4?
girl's father to road check 14 miles south.
It was 1950. There was
Be
no
working in the city.
TV.
Which way was he headed?
Towards
What's
the
he
city.
doing?
And his car's the same make and color as the one the manager saw last night.
Dignified.
I'd have him pick him up and take him to headquarters.
Any news yet, Mr. Matthews?
No.
Mrs. Spade, I'd like to ask you a question. Why aren't
Yeah.
you traveling with your husband?
Well, I told you, he's working.
Did he have a reason to follow you here?
Follow me? I don't understand. You don't think Ted had anything to do with...
I don't know. Has there been trouble between the two of you? Because I don't think it's right for a woman to leave her husband and take her child away from home on Christmas Eve.
Well, I told you he's been busy. Well, and even if we did have problems, I don't see what they'd have to do with...
It's very important to the case. If you've had trouble, it has a direct bearing on the case. Now look, Mrs. Spaeth, lose your pride for a minute. I'm not trying to write a gossip column. I'm trying to find a missing juvenile who happens to be your daughter. So tell me the truth right now.
Well, it's true. Ted and I have been having some difficulties, but
Oh.
we spend so much time away from home at his office or traveling. He just seems to forget he has a family. We thought we'd give ourselves a chance until after the holidays anyway, but it just didn't work out. Yesterday, for instance, he promised he'd be home by noon. Take Julie to see Santa Claus.
And?
We've waited for hours, Mr. Matthews. He didn't even call to say he'd be late.
Look at them.
Julie had good reason to run away.
No, Julie wouldn't run away. I know that.
Your husband, do you have any reason to come here and take her?
No. At least I don't think so. Oh, I don't know, Mr. Matthews. I don't know much of anything anyhow.
Dan. One of the men in the field just brought this in. Child's handkerchief.
Oh, no.
Where'd he find it?
In a ditch about halfway up that hillside.
Oh, no. It is
Yeah.
a murder case.
Mrs. Spade,
Yes.
did Julie have a handkerchief or did she carry anything with her?
Yes, she had some with little elephants on them, and well, she had some others with the merry-go-round design. Why?
Like this?
Yes,
Can't even
that's
look at her.
Julie's. Where'd you find it? Well, it's Julie's.
Yeah. It's
Thank you
evidence,
very
bitch.
much.
Oh, no, wait a minute. These spots. What are these spots, Mr. Matthews? They look like blood.
We won't know. The lab will have to tell us.
It's
Ooh!
isn't it?
Well, he'll knock you down, but when you need a hug, he ain't gonna. Look, he's still decorating that tree. And by the way, what's he done? 4 strands of tinsel and 2 balls.
One day before Christmas, but no carols were being sung at the Brentwood Motel, for Julie Spaeth was still missing. And so far, only one clue had been found: a child's handkerchief, trimmed with fairy tale decorations and blood. The patrol car took the handkerchief to the crime lab to be analyzed. At Highway Patrol headquarters, the
That's
missing
what I would
girl's
name my
father was being
autobiography.
held for questioning.
Fairy tale trimmings and blood.
Spade, I'm sorry to have to hold you like this.
So am I. I don't exactly enjoy being kept under guard for no reason at all.
There's a very
Oh.
good reason. Your daughter Julie is missing.
Missing. But I thought she was with Laura.
She was late last night or early this morning, but she's gone now.
And you think I had something to do with it, Sadet?
By the looks of you, I'd say you were up all night. We know that your car was parked between 3 and 4 this morning in front of the Brentwood Motel. Now, this needs some explaining. What do you say we start at the beginning?
Well, I got home about 6
I wish I
o'clock
talked to
last night.
people that way.
Found a note from Laura, my wife, telling me she'd
Yeah.
taken Julie and gone to her sister's.
What, for a visit?
Not exactly. She was leaving me. We'd been building up to something like that for a long time, but
I love this.
I didn't think she'd do it now with Christmas and everything. First,
Right.
I was sore. I called her sisters and found out she'd left a short time before and was planning to stop at a motel overnight. So I thought I could catch up with her, find her, make her come back to me.
She
at
only
least
drove
make her
a
bring
mile.
Julie
It was
back.
easy to find her.
How did you find your wife?
I spent the night checking the cars parked at motels along the highway. Finally found her at the Brentwood Motel.
What did you do about it?
Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. By that time, all the anger was gone out of me, and I felt like an idiot. I was
Yo, the
ashamed
kid's
of
missing,
myself.
guys.
Ashamed of the way
So you
I
know you're-
treated Laura and Julie. I sat there, parked in front of that motel, I don't know how long, trying to get up the courage to go in and ask her to forgive
Look at this
me,
guy's
take
in
me
her.
back.
Your kid's missing.
What's the use? I couldn't do it.
What's the matter? You got too much pride?
Maybe. The way it looked to me then, Laura and Julie would be better off without me. It's better having no husband, no father at all than one that's never around.
Oh, shit. Suicide.
So I drove around till the sun came up. Then I headed for home.
Uh-oh.
All right, Mr. Spade, let's go.
What's that reef? Mind the reef. Well, he doesn't seem too concerned. Nobody. Hey, whoa, here they come. There he is. He's decorating that tree. Still decorating that tree. Very detailed. I think this is the precise spot where I put the ball.
Is there any word about it? Hello, Ted.
Hi, Laura.
Is there any word about that handkerchief, Mr. Matthews? Any word about Julie?
Nothing yet. We're doing everything we can.
What's this all about anyway, Laura? Did Julie run away or what?
I wish I could make some sense out of it, Ted. I can't. All I know is if I hadn't been such a little fool and run away, all of this wouldn't have happened.
That's right. It's all your fault, not Ted.
But I still don't understand how you could even begin to suspect me of kidnapping my own daughter.
You were combing the highways all night looking for your wife. When you found her, you didn't have guts enough to tell her how you felt. You wanted your wife back, but your pride got in the way. You could have even kidnapped your own daughter.
Laura?
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
No. But I would like to believe what Mr. Matthews just said about you hunting for me.
The kid's missing!
Is that true, Ted?
Dan. The lab reports
Look
on
at
that
them.
handkerchief. It's blood, all right. Dog blood.
Dog blood.
On Julie's handkerchief?
That's right. The lab checked it through twice to be sure.
It's funny. That's all she's been talking about this Christmas. A dog. A real live dog.
Check the dog pound, see if any strays are around. Maybe Julie decided to adopt one.
I'll call him.
Mrs. Spade.
Maybe she
Did you see a
decided.
dog around here last night?
The 4-year-old. She went for a walk.
The only dog she cared about was the one Santa was going to bring her.
Yeah. I was supposed to take her to see Santa Claus yesterday so she could ask for the dog she wanted.
But you didn't take her.
No. Same old routine. My drawing board became more important than my family.
She had a letter all about the dog, ready to mail to Santa Claus.
Oh, seriously. Being an
No,
architect,
It's inside on the...
right? Isn't that you just draw the buildings? He couldn't say, listen, all right, I got to stop drawing these lines for a
She
second.
wouldn't forget it this morning. Now it's gone.
She could have gone out early this morning to mail it and gotten lost.
Oh, it didn't have a stamp. Julie knew that.
She could have delivered it herself personally, you know.
Santa Claus?
Now, look. She's 6 years old. She believes in Santa Claus. She wants
Yeah.
a dog. What would you do?
Man, they cracked that case like this. Guys.
How far is Twin Lakes from here?
4 or 5 miles.
All right, get some members of the search party together. I think Santa Claus is our man.
Send.
Get them together, will you?
Mr. Matthews,
What?
is there anything I can do to help? I feel sort of useless.
You stay here with your wife.
But I feel that I'm to blame for this. If there was something I could do to help find Julie...
You stay right here. And by the way, if you see Santa Claus, tell him I'm looking for him.
Unfortunately, Santa Claus was in many places at once on Christmas Eve.
Uh-oh.
But no clue to the whereabouts of Julie Spaeth could be found.
By the way, Bobo Santa.
Merry Christmas.
I guess that's an okay Santa. They had to bring that Santa to the office?
Sergeant Corey, you checked all the Santa Clauses?
Hard to say, Dan. The men are still out rounding them up.
All right, bring a car around. One of these Santas got to be the real thing.
What did you say?
This is all on a hunch. There's no
I said
proof
bring a
that
car
there's a
around.
Santa Claus with the letter. Oh, this is the worst Santa Claus of all time. Look at him.
Hello, Santa.
Oh!
I've been looking for you all over everywhere.
Rick the puppy. Look, it's Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
Oh, why, sure I am.
What is that?
How long have you been looking for me, young lady?
A long time. I found this puppy, but I had an awful time finding you. Can you fix his foot for him?
Well, why have you been looking for me?
I had to bring you my letter, didn't I?
Yes.
It hurts.
What?
His foot.
Well, come on, let's go inside.
Uh-oh. Read your Bible
Let's sit
every
right
day.
here.
Okay. That's the kind of place we're dealing with here. Which seems like it's a nice place.
Santa, I'm hungry.
Well, you just wait right here. What's your name, young lady?
Julie,
You like soup, Julie?
sometimes.
Well, I'll bet you'll like this soup. Yes, sir, this is good soup. Give some to the doggy.
There you go, right? I like that. I like that you thought of the,
You know, my mother made that soup.
oh.
Thank you. I didn't know you had a mother.
I certainly do.
Whoa.
My mother's a sergeant.
A what?
A sergeant. She makes all the soup here at the mission.
It's good.
Now, tell me about your mother. Does she know where you are? Where is your mother?
Mommy's at the motel, I guess. And I guess Daddy's at home or at his office. He's
Oh,
always
there he
at
is
his
again.
office.
Rick the puppy. They hate this guy working.
Santa, I know just what I want for Christmas.
You do?
Mommy and Daddy together.
Well, how can I fix that when I don't even know where you live?
You don't know? You forgot?
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean,
Santa Claus should know where little boys and girls live, but you
Uh-oh.
forgot where I live. Cause I live so many places and no place at all.
forgot.
The bitch slept at a hotel
Me?
for 4 hours, and now she's
Who
homeless.
says I forgot? Why, all I have to do is call my office and ask my assistant to read your address from my record book. Now, you just wait right here, honey.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right back. I gotta get some change.
And I think this is before 911 was a thing. Like, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hold it, Santa.
Are you a police officer?
Highway Patrol. I'd like to ask you some questions.
Well, I'd like to ask you some questions. I was just on my way
yo.
to call you. I've had a little girl on my hands for
Where is she?
inside. Looks like she's lost or something.
What's her name?
She says it's Julie. I've been trying to find out where she lives. Finally, I thought I'd better call you people.
We've been looking for her since 7 o'clock this morning. Why didn't you call sooner?
She just got here.
He just found out!
She's all yours now.
I'd like to have you come along with us.
What for? I haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah, I know that.
But this is Christmas Eve, and I'm Santa Claus. I got a big job to do.
This is part of it. Do you mind?
Ooh, go. He just, you can't give me no for an answer.
Laura, have something
It's a
to
man's man right there. Boy, she's...
Ted, I'm so glad you're here. I don't think I could have lasted it this long alone.
eat. You're not going to be alone anymore. They'll find Julie. They've got to. Then you're going to have
I'm
trouble
gonna quit
getting her
that
to
job
me.
and we're gonna be all be
Sounds
homeless
good.
like Julie.
Too good, Ted.
It's gonna be great.
You just
We're
can't
all
give
gonna
up
be
your work.
together.
No, and I can't give you up either. We'll figure it out. We have to.
Right. That's
If only
nice.
we knew about
Compromise.
Julie, if she's all right, or...
Julie.
Julie! Daddy, I didn't know you were here.
Darling, come here.
Well, I guess I better be going. Lots more to do tonight. Lots to do. Lots to do.
Mommy, can't Santa stay with us? His mother's a sergeant.
Oh, of course he can, darling. He can stay with us forever and ever and ever if he wants to.
Now, don't you go running away again, young lady. You stay right here and take care of your mom and daddy.
I won't run away again, Santa. Not now, not ever.
Good. Then I guess I can go now.
Hey, wait a minute. How'd all this happen? Who are you anyway?
Who am I? Who am I? Huh.
Bye, Santa.
Oh, yes. Merry Christmas. How'd that
Boy, they
sound, huh?
they
was
really
fine. Come on,
were
get
okay
on,
with
Roger,
not
back to
having
town.
answers to
No,
anything.
thanks.
They're like,
Got my own
okay.
means of transportation.
Okay.
And now they got this stray dog in the apartment, in the cottage. That's not dignified. Okay. It's It's not dignified. He's not going to allow a stray dog in the cottage. There he is, decorating the tree. The whole episode. Oh, it's going to give us bad talk. And there it is.
The Highway Patrol story next week is a very unusual one.
The greatest Christmas show ever. I don't know why I love that show.
It isn't the car that kills.
It's
the driver.
chauvinistic.
This is Bradley Crawford saying, see you
Guy's
next week.
decorating the tree. That cop eats leather for fun. The director's name was Herbert. I don't even know if I can even share this, but I hope I can. And I hope if you watch it one time without my dopey face narrating, that'd be fantastic. I'll have a link in the description if you want to watch the full video.